Hey, I'm Alex from Vizard, and I've got a game changer I can't wait to show you today. If you're a creator, podcaster, or marketer sitting on hours of great footage with absolutely zero time to chop it up, this one is definitely for you. Vizard takes those massive video files you have been hoarding and instantly turns them into snackable, ready-to-post clips that feel like professional editing. Honestly, using this tool feels almost like cheating, but in the best way possible because you get all the results without the grueling hours. There are three main ways creators use Vizard, and each one is arguably more useful than the last depending on how chaotic your content workflow gets. First, you can let Vizard automatically pull out standalone hits, which are little viral-ready clips that perfectly stand on their own. Second, you can drop specific clips exactly when you need them in a script or timeline, making sure your visual demo hits the mark the moment you mention it. Third, you can treat your footage as a living background or B-roll that keeps your message dynamic and visually engaging for your audience. Let's start with that standalone clip mode, which is truly the bread and butter for most busy creators. I once had a 2-hour live stream filled with awkward pauses and tangents, but Vizard turned it into a handful of 15 to 60-second gold nuggets. The AI scans for peak reactions, crisp explanations, or funny moments, so you don't have to waste time scrubbing through hours of raw footage. It identifies energetic voice peaks, laughter, and even text on screen to signal what is actually important for your viewers. You get versions already sized and captioned for TikTok, Reels, and Shorts, saving you from doing a dozen different manual exports. It is essentially like having a dedicated editor who knows exactly what social media algorithms are looking for right now. For example, I was talking about a workflow change, and Vizard pulled that exact 18-second moment, cleaned it up, and added perfect captions. 24 hours later, that short clip was getting way more traction than the original 2-hour live stream ever did. Next up is the Moments in Script feature, which is absolutely perfect for creators who produce guided tutorials or structured episodes. You know that feeling when you say, "Here is the tool I was talking about," and you want a demo to pop up right then and there? With Vizard, you can insert specific clips into your script timeline so the supporting visual plays at the exact right second. It keeps your flow natural because you are talking to the camera while the supporting content plays in sync with your narration. This is incredibly handy for podcasters who batch record their audio and then need to stitch in relevant visuals later on. Instead of building those tedious edit lists, you simply mark the script and Vizard handles the synchronization for you automatically. Finally, let's talk about using video as a moving background or B-roll to add polish to your explainer content. Vizard lets you use high-quality footage as a subtle background while you overlay your key points or captions on top. It is perfect for those times when a static slide looks boring, but a full demo clip would be too distracting for your viewers. You keep the visuals dynamic while the core message stays front and center for your audience to consume. I want to be real about why this isn't just another flashy, empty tool that ends up cluttering your workflow. There are plenty of apps that promise automation, but they often force you into manual tweaks or only handle one platform effectively. The problem with those tools is that they still assume you have endless time to babysit every single export and social media post. Vizard's true sweet spot is that it bundles usable automation with a content workflow that actually fits how creators work. Auto editing here isn't just about trimming, it is about selecting the high-performing moments and making them ready for your audience. The schedule feature isn't just a calendar you stare at, but a smart system that posts for you based on the best times. You are consistently showing up without having to micromanage your posting slots every single day of the week. The content calendar is a single pane where you can preview clips, tweak captions, and reorder drops across all your socials. No more hopping between 5 different platforms or manually copying and pasting your metadata over and over. Think about it. If you produce 1 hour of content weekly, Vizard can generate 10 to 20 optimized clips from that single file. You eyeball the thumbnails, drag the ones you like into the calendar slots, and let the schedule handle the rest. It is literally a plug-and-play pipeline. Long video goes in, and cross-platform short clips come out ready to share. You have just cut your entire content grind down from a full day of editing to maybe 30 minutes of simple curation. I also want to point out that the user interface is built for actual humans, not just complicated power users. You do not need to understand codecs or export settings to get a great result, because Vizard handles all of that in the background. If you want granular control, it is there waiting for you. But if you want speed, you can get it done in just a few clicks. A small caveat worth noting: if you are a high-end filmmaker who needs complex color grading, Vizard isn't trying to replace your main pipeline. Think of it as your rapid repurposing engine, the thing that turns long-form work into attention-grabbing bites for your socials. Some creators worry about authenticity, but the truth is that Vizard's choices are suggestions, not final gospel you must follow. It surfaces moments based on engagement signals while letting you keep total control over your creative voice. You can edit the clip list, recombine pieces, or override the AI's picks at any time, keeping the personality intact. It empowers you to be more consistent without stripping away that unique creative spark that your audience loves. I'll leave you with a story. A 2-person team took their 90-minute podcast and turned it into a 2-week schedule of daily content. They did not hire an extra editor, they simply redirected their time toward writing better hooks and improving their outreach. That is exactly the point of automation. It should free up your creative energy rather than replace it. If you are curious, just try a test run with a video you have already made and see what happens. Pick a long video, import it, and let Vizard do its first pass to see what kind of gems are buried in your footage. Don't overthink it. You will likely be surprised how much good content is just waiting to be rediscovered. Use the content calendar to line up a few posts, set the auto schedule, and come back in a week to check the results. Okay, that is my quick tour. Vizard helps you turn hours of footage into consistent content without the massive headache. It is not a magic wand, but for creators who want to scale without burning out, it is truly a game changer. If you have questions or want me to walk through an example with your footage, drop it in the comments below. I will personally walk you through how to arrange a whole week of posts from just 1 hour of content. Peace out, create more, and stress less today.